Hello everybody, here is Lucas once again. It's one day before Christmas, so it's definitely Christmas time. And it's time to rest, it's time to recover, it's time to finally feel well. And in this process of getting well, it's very fucking important to do it properly. And that's why here I'm going to remind you, because everybody of you is for sure knowing it, that scrolling Instagram, scrolling social media and lying on your bed, on the couch or on the sofa, sitting in front of your blue screen, it is not a proper rest for your body, for your brain, and especially for your nervous system. You're being overstimulated by your mobile phone, by all these videos that you're scrolling. It's quite possible to watch, for example, thousands different pictures every day just because of scrolling reels, Instagram shorts, and that is overwhelming and quite ridiculous, because look at how much influence does it make on your brain and does it have on your brain. Yes, like the impact which is putting on you from social media is huge, and it's literally impossible, inevitable to avoid. You just have to put your phone away, because you will not avoid the impact that social media have on you. And it's not the right kind of recovery that you should have, because you ought to have a proper recovery. You've had a very hard year. You've been working so much. You've been training so much for so long, so hard, and right now what? Okay, it's Christmas time, and what can you do about it? Think about what can you do about it, literally. Is it the time for you and your family, for being in a close circle of friends, talking about some pleasant things or achievements, positive vibes, having chill, finally relax, sitting down on your sofa, on your armchair and relax? Maybe in front of TV, watching Kevin Home Alone or something. But it's very fucking important to get into your comfort zone. And there, if you have this comfort zone for you, it's important to just know if it's comfortable also for your brain. Because you can feel that it's comfortable to sit down in front of your blue screen. But for your brain, it's totally distracting. It is the biggest distraction for your brain. Christmas is not only a time in which we should lie on a bed, lie on a sofa and do nothing. You can do also productive things, because relax and rest can be very productive. There is a saying, I wanted to say a quote, but it's not a quote. There is a saying that somebody who is resting twice as he trains is also building twice as he can. So you can build more if you rest more. Let's take in the example two people. The one person is Adam and the other one is, let's say, Victor. And Adam actually is not doing any rests. He thinks that he has to train every day. He has to put into practice more and more effort. And Victor is training very hard, but also gives himself a proper rest, because he respects his body. And that's what you should do also, to start respecting your body. Start respect your work. Because if you work very hard and then you're not giving your body a proper rest, this work will not give you so many flowers in the garden as it should do, right? Because it should give you a lot of flowers, a lot of new plants in your garden, beautiful trees, beautiful bushes in your garden. And look, you have to water the plants every day, but not so much. If you overwater your plants, let's say, it will not grow properly. You have to put water every day, but enough of it, not too much water. Too much of water will only destroy your plant. will only destroy your tree, will only destroy your flower. And that's the same thing is with your muscles, with your knowledge, with your mentality, with your brain, with your I don't know what, with your just group of skills you want to obtain, or you've already had it. What I recommend, find something that really gives you pleasure, as well as it's comfortable for your brain, so as your brain and your nervous system can also rest. Recovery is a very, very combined process, and it's not only about one thing. It's not only about the status of your body, that you sit down, and you feel nice because I feel relaxed. I'm in a sedentary position, so look, I'm not running, I'm not doing training, I'm not doing anything demanding. I mean, it's not required from my body right now to move, to have any hard or difficult motion. It's not any challenging pose to sit down or lying on your couch. But what's demanding is absorbing so much information from your mobile phone, from social media, because absorbing this information demands a lot of effort from your brain, and your brain is being overstimulated because of that, and you can't recover properly. Your body the same. You will not recover, never, as well as you can recover without your mobile phone. Just sit down and read a book. That's totally better option than that. I knew a friend, my friend. He told me that he was resting 2 days after a hard leg day. 2 days, but he couldn't recover. He couldn't rest. Even after 3 days, he couldn't rest. And beyond all of these supplements, the water intake, food that he ate, but the important thing that he did or he didn't do was a proper recovery, a proper rest, appropriate rest. He didn't have it. He was lying on his bed and scrolling social media till 11 p.m. and maybe he thought that watching YouTube or another guide on YouTube is spending time productively, is something beneficial for him, for his knowledge, and he is getting more and more knowledgeable. But it is not true, because the learning efficiency is the highest in the morning and maybe in the afternoon a bit. Of course, it depends on what you're eating during the day, but in the morning your learning efficiency is the highest. So the most important things you should do in the morning. So if you watch YouTube guides, even like guide how to do this, how to do that, and if you watch it at 11 p.m. it will not be as efficient as if you watch that in the very beginning of the day. Then is also very crucial here. Start practicing it, what you've learned in this guide, because without practice, theory is nothing. Like theory can be thrown into the rubbish bin without putting that in a practice. We have to put it in the practice to get to know if it actually works. Because if it doesn't work in a practical way of things, way of living, the theory is useless. It's totally unnecessary here, and it's necessary to understand it, because the comprehension of this knowledge is not easy. It's just not so simple. We have to start putting all of these theoretical things in a practice. But anyway, back to the topic, back to the point. So learn in the morning, go to the gym in the morning also is better. Your body adaptation is on a higher level. So it will adapt better to the weight that you want to put on the barbell or on a dumbbell, whatever. Everything is better. And then in the evening, in the afternoon also, take a nice meal, a nice dish. So have a clean plate. And then in the evening, have a clean plate, but not in terms of the food, but in terms of your head. That there is nothing on your mind, no problems, no being overstimulated, so no overstimulation in the evening. Don't scroll, Don't think about stupid things in terms of your business, in terms of your company that you want to start, you want to set up, or how to possess clients, how to gain new clients, making reels. All these things should be done in the morning. In the evening, your body needs to relax. The same thing when it comes to right now to Christmas. For the whole year you've been working, so right now give yourself time to relax, to chill. But a proper relax and a proper regeneration, because recovery and recovery is different. We can have a nice rest and a fucked up rest, which will not give you anything rather than just feeling the fake feeling of being recovered. But then, I mean, anybody can feel it, that after spending so much time in social media or just on our mobile phones in front of the blue screen, we feel dizzy. We feel like our vision is blurred. We don't know what's going on, and we are still in this fake world of happiness, fake world of I don't know, social media, others people's life. Our brain is not aware of what's happening in our whole life, because you've been searching for something in somebody else's life. And actually that's quite understandable, that's quite comprehensive for me here. You have to be indulgent towards your body, because being indulgent towards your body gives you some kind of a peace and quiet. Your body is to work, right? But it also needs rest. Like, imagine that you are a robot. You need a fuel. This proper fuel is food. So it's important what you will have on your plate, right? Or in your cup. But then you also have to sleep. And to have a nice sleep, there are so many factors that are influencing our sleep. Yeah, there is not only one factor, but one and the very important factor, and it's really relevant, is time spending in front of your mobile phone. Not only just before the sleep, but for the whole day. Just look, how many hours have you spent? 6, 7 hours, maybe 8 hours, which will be even worse. That's too much. 6 hours, okay, what were you doing? If you work for 6 hours in front of your computer because you have to, okay, your body can understand it and it will give you some benefits. But very often we are on these mobile phones, and after being on the mobile phone, we don't know even what we did. Look, do you sometimes remember what were you doing through the whole time, through the whole day on your mobile phone? Okay, you posted one reel, you posted something. Yeah, you were making a reel or a short or editing something, but just for some time. It wasn't the whole day, it wasn't the 6 hours. So next one, you were replying and responding for messages, yes, on Gmail, on WhatsApp, Messenger, it doesn't matter. Another thing, but it's not even an hour to respond. Okay, it depends on how many messages you have in your inbox, but still, most of us doesn't have a lot of messages in our inbox, because we are not celebrities. We don't have like cooperation with a lot of firms, with a lot of companies. So we don't have a full inbox every day. So that's another thing. Yes. And then what? What can you do on this mobile phone? The problem is that on the mobile phone there is literally everything. We have in one place work and pleasure. So that's what the fucked up thing is about mobile phone. That's work and pleasure is at the same place, and there is no division. We can't divide it, because it's just about scrolling using our thumb if we want to have a work or pleasure, yeah, or just brain rot, yeah, because our brain is literally rotting. So Merry Christmas to everyone. 2026, let it be for us something that 2025 wasn't. Hopefully 2025 has given us some lessons for 2026, that we've learned patience and humility. These two traits are, for me at least, the most important. I wish you luck. I wish you calm. I wish you peace and quiet in a heart, and spiritual peace in your heart. Spend this time with your families, and think about right now. Think about spending this time as it would be your last Christmas, because it dependently on what age is yours, it can be last Christmas for all of us. For me, Merry Christmas and have a nice day.